Hi everybody, thank you for joining me. Today is Wednesday and it's all about smart solutions. Smart solution is something that we work through with Affin Bank, SME Colony, and we put together a group or a list of small businesses that has value for other small businesses as well as for corporates. So we've been talking to business owners in terms of what are the services they can provide for other SMEs as well as bigger corporates or individuals. It really doesn't matter. All right. Today, we're very happy to be talking to a gentleman, a young gentleman, very, very enterprising, very dynamic, very impressive, right, from Rentalworks. He and his brother basically set up this company and run it for quite some time. And, their concept and their business offer in terms of renting computers or gadgets to other SMEs and to corporates as well. It's really quite fantastic. All right, so don't go anywhere. Please join me when I start talking to Alan. All right, I'm Jade. I'm Jade from the Artisans Haven. We run a small e-commerce site for artists, artisans, and small businesses. And today we're talking about smart solutions. All right, so smart solutions is technology, innovation, self-help, and it's about getting smart with all our partners. And the SME Colony. We're part of the SME Colony, Affin Bank. Both the bank and Affin Islamic, the SME Colony, and we're part of that colony providing smart solutions for other SMEs. All right, to kick off, let us meet Alan. Here we are. Let's bring Alan on board. Okay, how are you?
I'm good, Jade. How are you?
Okay, great. This is a good opportunity catching up with yourself. Maybe you want to tell us a little bit about what you have in store for all the SMEs on SME Colony for Affin Bank.
Sure, Jade. So over here in Rentalworks, one thing that we champion a lot is providing affordability when it comes to IT asset. And when we talk about IT assets specifically, we are diving into laptops, desktops, and perhaps also tablets. So the first thing about affordability piece is to ensure that we are able to provide something which doesn't dent the cash flow of SMEs, which is very, very important, especially now in the pandemic times. And the other important piece is also on the whole asset lifecycle management, which means we will take care of the whole asset from the day that we deliver on leasing until the day of end of lease. Everything is covered and it goes through into also services and some support maintenance package that's part of it. I will go more in detail as we talk about the packages.
Okay, that's very interesting. In terms of when you say assets, what do you mean? Laptops, desktops, mobiles?
Good question, Jade. So our focus is very much into what we call as the end user computing devices. And this predominantly covers your laptops, your desktops, tablets, and to also some extent your mobile devices. Because these are the enablers for any SMEs, for their team to ensure that number one, they can work anywhere because that's a team. The mobile hybrid workforce is definitely the team today. And that's something which you need an enabler, which these devices allows them to do it. And the rest of it, of course, your applications, when we talk about your collaborative applications, your specific work applications, a lot of them have already moved to the cloud. So we believe that having the enabler of a device allows the SMEs workforce to ensure the productivity is still maintained and in fact get even better.
Okay, that's very interesting. What is your best seller or best program at this point in time?
So we have a very good program for SMEs and it's called Think Zero. Think Zero is an exclusive partnership with Lenovo where we have already come up with one model, which is the ThinkPad Series E14. And we put it on a 36 months lease to use. and we put it together in vein of our approach with the circular economy approach, with the sustainability approach. We put it also together with where we package it with services. So some of you may know this term device as a service. So this is truly a device as a service offering. Now, when we look at the whole thing zero offering, where I've already mentioned about the 36 months lease to use, the packages and the services that comes to it ensures that our SMEs, number one, get the best possible value out of it. The price starts from 119.5 ringgit, which means in totality, you only pay 4,300. Now, if you go to the market today out there to buy a same model with the same package that is available on a purchase, you will never get this price. So it's a good deal in that sense. The service element that comes bundled together with this package, this Thing Zero package, involves insurance to ensure that all your accidental damage is covered. It comes with support, and when the support, I don't just mention about hardware support, we also to some extent on Rentalworks side provide the level 1 support for your day-to-day IT needs. Next, it also comes with a temporary device replacement program. This is super important, especially at times where the laptop gets missing, gets lost, or for whatever reason is damaged. Take for example the recent flooding. If any of those users in this unfortunate incidents where the laptop is damaged by perhaps a flooding, there would be definitely downtime, right? So from our end, what Rentalworks provide is right away a next business day temporary device to be sent over so that productivity remains. Next, of course, we also have our asset management solution, which allows SMEs to then have a single portal to access all the assets that they have leased from us. Wow. Which makes it very easy for them to manage. And last but not least, because we are offering something what I say as a true device as a service and also an asset lifecycle management solution, we need something to ensure that there's also a cybersecurity element. And that comes in from our end of life solution, where it's a data erasure solution, where any device, once it's reached end of lease, before we take it away, we definitely will sanitize it 100%, rendering all data unrecoverable before we collect it. And I just want to say one last thing in terms of this package, which we have tweaked throughout the pandemic, is that we allow deployment right up to our SME, our users' home, which is a bit of a shift. Wow. Prior to this, because we always only deliver direct to our the customer's office, and then from there the deployment is done internally. But we understand the concerns and the challenges SME face, especially with the remote workforce today, and we have arranged as well the deployment to be direct to the user's home, and the collection at the end of lease direct from the user's home as well.
Wow. Wow, that's quite fantastic, and I think very progressive and innovative, right? So I think maybe the message to our SME owners, right, is that if you look at 117 per month.
119. 119.5, yes.
119.5, less than 120 ringgit a month.
That's right. That's right.
You basically get a device. That's very interesting, and it comes with all the insurance and the offer and the maintenance and the support that you get. It's very viable, and it also means that you don't have to put upfront the full amount. You just basically go OPEX of less than $120, 120 ringgit per device, right?
That's right.
So if you only have 3 employees or you have only 3 devices, that's per device, right?
That's right.
And as the SME grow, they can just basically grow that as well, right? So that's very interesting and something definitely worth for, I think, every SME owner to consider. Okay. Apart from that, Alan, what else? What else do you have for our SME owners?
One of the things that we have seen throughout the years, especially with the pandemic, is that a lot of SMEs are still relying on very old equipment. Some of them perhaps older than the others, but nonetheless, in terms of processing power, in terms of computing power, it may be already lacking because it's already a bit dated. So one of the things that we are trying to encourage the whole digitalization process is to ensure that it's not a pain or a big cost for the SMEs to switch and to get newer technology. And obviously leasing already helps in that sense, because it's, as Jade, as you mentioned, it's a month by month perhaps payment rather than an upfront payment of one lump sum for the device. But the other thing as well is we want to support is to ensure that we can take back the old equipment. Now, the take back of this old equipment or buyback of this old equipment also encourages SMEs to then digitalize and get what the latest and greatest that they can utilize for their business, which is very important today. So we are offering very attractive buyback prices for all devices. And this, of course, also can include data erasure, where we will sanitize all the information within the drive before we take it away, again, for your own protection. And at the same time, depending on the type of devices that you have, we have a tier pricing, which makes it very interesting. Because once we take your device back, it also would mean that you are assured that the recycling process or the disposal process will be done correctly, because that's something very important to us in this whole sustainability message that we're putting out there.
So that's another very interesting piece. And I have met many SME owners, and I think especially after the pandemic, everybody is talking about digitalization of their business. But you're so right. To digitalize, first you have baggage, housekeeping to be done. And what do you do, right? And after you figure out what to do with the housekeeping or all the old devices, because old devices cannot support this digital economy. And after that comes the shocking bill. Wow, to digitalize, there's this X amount of things that you have to buy. So I think the message to SME owners inside down there is this is an opportunity to break it down into smaller little pieces, all right, and go by devices, and according to the cash flow, be able to scale up the business and digitalize it. So I think, Alan, that's a very interesting, very interesting proposition. All right. So something I hope all the SME owners and people who are watching our little show today will consider. And if you want, please do contact Rentalworks. The details will be in the narration. All right. Apart from that, Alan, anything else that you want to share with our SME owners?
No, I would just say that in this era of pandemic, where there's also this uncertainty and and this unfortunate flooding events, I just wish everybody to have a safe and healthy year coming ahead. And to those celebrating Christmas, obviously, Merry Christmas, and all the best and for the year. And I think we all look forward to a fresh start.
All right. Thank you very much, Alan. Maybe, Alan, I would want to repeat. Okay, that was me talking to Alan, Alan Phua from Rentalworks. All right. Very interesting, very interesting company, and a very dynamic CEO and the two brothers. Okay. And what this is that we talk about digitalization. Oh, we must digitalize, etc. down there, but it's not cheap. All right. Computers, desktop, laptops, mobile devices is all not cheap. Okay. And the question is, how can you afford it? So most people need to go and say, okay, fine, let me borrow some money, or let me put aside some money, and then or try to hold on to the equipment for as long as we can. All right. But that doesn't work, because old equipment doesn't allow us to use the latest technology. Okay. And yeah, you got old equipments, they're not old enough to throw away. What do you do with them? And when you do remove them, wow, what about all the data? Are we sure that is safe? Okay. So what Rentalworks, coming from a very technical background, what Rentalworks does is that they rent you the equipment. All right. So if you need one device, you pay just that few hundred ringgit for that device. Okay, it comes fully. So you got 2 staff, you just pay for 2. You got 3 staff, you pay for 3. And as you grow to 10 staff, you pay for 10. All right. And as you grow bigger, it goes on, and it's somewhat tiered. Okay. And with that, there is no upfront money, which is quite fantastic. All right. And then when the equipment reaches its end of life, all right, they take it back. But before they take it back, they clean it, erase all the information inside down there. They erase it, right, so that you are safe and it's clean. and they take it back, and there is a residual value that you get to enjoy when you basically take on the next set of new equipment, right? So that means that you can get almost state of the art, right, and the latest, and that basically helps the business. And that's how we need to digitalize, right? Because you cannot have fantastic programs, etc., down there on old equipments and old technology, right? So that's Rentalworks for you, and that's Alan Hua. And to contact Alan, you can see at the bottom, basically, definitely you can go through the Artisan Haven. We have a smart solution section, which is together with Affin Bank's SME Colony. All right, that's available there. So you can contact us through Affin Bank, the SME Colony, or you go through Artisan Bank, we got bank lagi. Go through Artisan Haven, where you can actually access through our smart solution, or you can get to Alan directly. He's pretty active on LinkedIn, right? And he's also got a very useful and very helpful site at www.rentalworks.com.my. Okay, all right. So that's Alan Hua with Rentalworks. So quick reminder, I'm Jade from the Artisan Haven. Today we're talking about smart solutions in conjunction with Affin Bank and Affin Islamic in terms of SME Colony. And smart solutions is all about technology, innovation, and self-help. And it's really smart solutions for SMEs. All right. We are live every weekday at around 5 p.m. So on Mondays and Thursdays and Fridays, we generally talk to SMEs and artisans and small owners. Tuesdays are with Alfred Ho, our 72-year-old blind musician, and Wednesdays we talk smart. Okay, we bring in smart solutions and talk to people like Alan Hua. Right, so don't forget to join us every weekday, and make sure that you get an opportunity to see what we do. All right, okay, that's our show for today, and our quick review with Alan Hua in terms of smart solution Rentalworks for SMEs. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye-bye.
The Artisan's Haven, a platform that promotes artisans and their creative handmade items. There is something deeply satisfying in shaping something with your hands. Like a song made solid is an act of creation. Handmade is heart-made. When you buy something handmade, you buy something unique. It creates a connection between you and the artisan who made it. Each item is a masterpiece of outstanding workmanship, carefully handcrafted for the best quality. Each customized piece tells a story, a special journey with its artisan creator. The new owner shares a unique experience with the handmade item and the artisan who made it. Handmade is heart-made. See the passion, hear the story, shop at the artisan.